So, Evan,
Hey man,
I hear Certain just raised a pile of money, and the first thing you did was buy hoodies. What's up?
this is the best hoodie that I've ever owned in my entire life. It is so comfortable. It's a local group here in Victoria, and yeah, it's so good. It's so good. That's the first thing that we spent money on. Yeah.
So, walk me through that whole experience. Like, you guys just raised Certn C3O. You just raised a bunch of money in Series A, literally before the apocalypse. Um, Walk me through the psychology. What's going on in your head? How has it impacted business? Like, what are you thinking these days?
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you can raise money and that's part of the plan, it's a good idea to do that. And we're lucky that we put together a program that was that had a deadline and it was a pretty tight process. So yeah, money got in the account and we're smiling and business is moving in the right direction. And it's going like this, it's going like this, and then of course, like the end of the world happened out of nowhere. But luckily business is still happening. We haven't laid off anybody. We're still staying very busy. We've done a good job of diversifying the industries and the verticals that we're in. So yeah, some of them are taking an aggressive hit. And we're definitely seeing a downturn in some areas, or at least short term.
Yeah.
But there's other areas that are hiring. We know from Ontario, essential services do include a lot of different verticals. Not every one of those essential services are hiring. But the areas of delivery and anybody who's responding directly to this, there's still opportunity, and there's still opportunity for companies like ours to help those companies.
Yeah. So we met online, and by online I mean LinkedIn, a year and a half, 2 years ago. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Let's clear that up.
Let's just we're anyway getting sued right now. So we're both in the hiring adjacent worlds. When we first chatted, you showed me Certn's platform. It's all about lightning fast background checks. You can do all sorts of facial recognition AI and basically make it really, really easy, instead of making someone go to the police department and do their fingerprints and whatever else is involved with in-depth background checks. How did you get into this thing? Like, you've been a serial entrepreneur. You've had other businesses before. How did Certn come about?
Well, before this, my business partners and I were with our other company. It was in the payment space, and we saw a huge opportunity to risk rate, individuals, and we saw that in the marketplace earlier on. Once we got out of that company, started Certn. The original idea was actually an insurance. It was to insure leases. So that was the original idea. The thing that kept us up at night the most, though, was the risk element. We're starting an insurance company and selling an insurance product. We need to make sure that we're not, taking on bad policies and that people, we're not letting people that are, whatever, scam artists or what have you, get into the buildings and then we're insuring them. So we came up with a screening tool that was better than anything else in the marketplace. We went around to all these, we knew all the property managers out there. We went to the property managers. Pretty much every single one of them said, well, we hedge our downside based off of owning 40,000 apartment units. We don't need you to insure a lease for us. Like, damn, that makes sense. But the screening is a big pain point for us. So we're interested in the screening point. So essentially, we scrapped that insurance policy or the insurance product immediately and went right into screening, and quickly became one of the leaders in the tenant screening space. And then that led us into the HR space, because our customers were saying, why aren't we need to do this on our employees? And that's when we developed our relationship with the RCMP and being able to do criminal background checks quickly and easily. But saying what you said before, the fact that you and I met online, we did video chats back and forth and became friends that way. We're in a good position because our office is in Victoria. So
Yeah.
we've sold pretty much exclusively online for as long as we've been in business. This is something that we've been doing for a long time. And our product also lends itself to remote onboarding because that's how we onboard our clients. Normally, we're not meeting in person to onboard clients. We can do that from anywhere. Anyone can fill out an application and get a background check and verify their identity on any device from anywhere. So we're definitely seeing huge opportunity in the marketplace as it shifts away from anything paper related to our process, which is fully remote.
So I've got a question. I don't want to get you in trouble by any means, and I don't want you to get into any specifics, but I'm sure you have some fun stories around people that have failed background checks.
Yeah.
I've seen all sorts of different job applications. I've seen all sorts of different companies try to hire all sorts of different people. And I do find it's exhausting at the end of that process to find out that the person is completely not the person that they represent themselves to be. Do you have any favorite stories that you can share without getting into trouble with what your platform has allowed organizations to avoid?
Yeah, I mean, we've been able to find some interesting, interesting people. The biggest thing that we see more than anything else is employment verification fraud. So saying that you were in some position for a period of time, you're either lying about the period of time or you were a VP of sales instead of a sales associate. Those sort of, probably the applicants would call them white lies, and the companies on the other side don't find it to be as white of a lie as they say. But we've definitely been able to find things like, and these are anecdotes that we hear after the fact, but it's because our system is, automated and completely secure on that front. But people in the Hells Angels trying to misrepresent themselves and come into an organization and came up on our screening platform is kind of one that always sticks out in my mind. It was somebody trying to go into a finance role, and then they had a pretty sinister plan of trying to scam an organization out of cash.
So what I'm hearing is it's okay if I keep telling people that I'm an executive of Certn, but just don't have my background screened through your platform. Is that?
That's right. I mean, we will find out that you're saying that, and then I mean, if there was a blacklist with Certn, which there isn't, you'd be on it.
Oh, well, it's good to be on an exclusive list, right?
It's pretty exclusive. Yeah, it's pretty exclusive.
How I know you've had a whirlwind of travel, not whirlwind, but you travel a lot. I know a couple of weeks ago you weren't feeling so hot. You were kind of under the weather with the cold and stuff. I don't recognize the wall here. I think it's the first time we've chatted with us both at home. How are you finding the whole adjustment to having that beautiful new office to not being there?
Yeah, no, that was like one of the things that we had money coming in, and luckily we were revenue positive, so we were making cash. And the big thing that we needed, the team was growing like crazy, and we needed new, sexy tech office space, very open concept, bright, big windows, and yeah, of course, we only get to enjoy that for a handful of months, and now everybody's at home. I kind of feel actually like embarrassed almost because I saw your last conversation, and there's like a million leather bound books behind that person. And I've got like a white wall and something that, maybe, I mean, this is the exposed brick is pretty sexy and hot right now, but I mean, leather bound books would make me look a lot smarter, I think.
So I have not been to your home, but I can only suspect it reeks of rich mahogany.
It does. I should get more books. But I'm in tech, so most of my books are online.
Reading is highly overrated, I'm sure.
Highly overrated.
Successful entrepreneur. No one ever was successful by reading. Come on, give me a break.
No.
Listen,
sorry, just to get to that point, there was that transition of being at home. I did get sick weeks ago. and it was a presumptive positive on that Corona side. So I mean, I don't know. I haven't been tested. That was one of the issues that we were having on the island here. But yeah, it's been a huge transition into working at home, being at home, and yeah, changing my routine, because I'm an extrovert. I feed off the energies of others, and I've been alone for 17 days, so I'm kind of losing my mind.
I think you should get a cat.
I'm hoping maybe a dog might be the better thing. I'm allergic to cats, so
you should ask the Instacart or Instagram or Amazon or whoever delivers anything next to your place. Just give it 20 and say, bring me something with fur. It'll be fine.
Yeah, a little squirrel or something that I can keep around the house.
So Evan, you're a success story. You are in a scenario where the money hit, Certn is scaling, you're hiring like crazy, you're set up for virtual, and you can onboard as you go. Give us a plug. What are you looking for? Any message you have for the job seekers out there that were looking already, and now the job seekers that are finding themselves completely out of no cause of their own, but the people that are now available on the market that weren't expecting that should come to you and join Certn. Give us a plug.
Yeah, I mean, we're sales is always a big area that we're hiring in. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't really know what's going to be next year. There's a million people trying to get help right now from the government, or at least that was the last count that I saw. So there's a lot of people out there that are looking for jobs. There are certain verticals that are hiring. We know that for sure. Certn is hiring. But again, it's, get out there. It's time to be creative, and it's time to really embrace the video calls. We've always done sales like this, as I mentioned before. It brings up your close rate if you're selling online to be on camera by 30%. And that's a notable difference. Get comfortable with this. This is how life's going to be for the next little while. And working from home and in new environments is going to be the new normal for the next while.
What's the website?
Certn.co, CERTN.co.
Certn.co with Evan Dalton. You're not coughing anymore, right? You stopped licking door handles and windows and stuff?
Never licked a doorknob, never licked a door handle, and I'm definitely not coughing. Totally symptom-free. Life is good.
Evan, you're the best. Look forward to chatting with you again, and bam.
Thanks, man.
Be good. Everybody stay safe.
Thanks, John.